Okay, it's starting to get colder. The bass are starting to move up to the top of the water column. It's starting to get good fishing weather. The shad are migrating up into the creeks, the riverways. The bass are starting to fatten up for the winter. This is your most crucial time to get out. Alright, so we're going to start off today with the number one bait that I personally like to throw in the fall for those huge bass that are following those migrating shad, are trying to fatten up for the winter. And that is going to be a Fluke by Zoom Bait Company. They are right here. Let's pull one out. I like to T-rig these without the T-rig weight. And I just like to pop them through the water with like almost like a jerk bait motion. Just 1, 2, 3, let it rest. 1, 2, 3, let it rest. And the bass just can't resist, guys. You're going to get that reaction strike from downtown. You don't even know. And it's kind of a top water. The bass are starting to move up to the top of the water. They're starting to migrate a little bit. They're starting to fatten up for the winter. So they're going to be really aggressive. So here it is. You're just going to want to T-rig this on a little bit of a T-rig. I pop up a picture of a T-rig right now. I actually do not have a little hook with me, but I'll pop up one of those. So this is what you're going to really want to throw in fall time. The next lure that I personally like to throw for our second lure is going to be this little square bill crankbait. This is going to be bumping along your rocks. This is going to be perfect for throwing along the rock edges. This is going to be your prime time reaction strike bait when you pop it along that rock and it just gets the fish to bite, guys. You can throw this with 10-20 pound fluorocarbon. Anything will really work with this. I would highly advise you do not throw it with braid. It's fall time, water's starting to get clear. I recommend throwing this with some fluorocarbon. So the next lure that we're going to be using, guys, today is going to be this, I don't know what else to call it, but this little popper. This is going to be perfect for those bass that are starting to transition from that summertime heat to that fall coolness, and they're going to start rising from about 20 feet depth if you're fishing a lake, or however deep your lake is, and they're going to go from the bottom up to the top. So this is going to be perfect to throw on that top, especially because it looks like a shad, and that's where the bass and the feathers, that's where they're going to get that reaction strike, and they're just going to obliterate this thing. The next lure that I highly advise that you guys throw, and this is going to be our fourth lure that I'm going to be showing you guys, it is going to be this little bitty jerk bait right here. This is going to be perfect for those moving bass and those suspending bass in those water columns waiting for something to go, and it's just going to get the reaction strike. And I even advise, guys, that you give it a little bit of a rattle. This one does have a little bit of a rattle in it, and that'll even increase your bite chance way higher. So the fifth lure that I like to try, this is going to be your late fall, early winter kind of lure, and this is going to be finesse, just pop and jig really on your ice fishing rods and stuff like that. And this is going to be, ice is starting to form, and it's just really all around. It's going to be working good for mainly the end of the fall and when the bluegill are out and the bass are out and everybody's really out. The next little bait that we got here to throw in the winter time, this bait mainly, guys, is going to work up in them creeks, up in them banks, basically wherever the bluegill are, and it is going to be this massive Savage Gear swim bait. You guys are probably wondering where in the world I got this massive Savage Gear swim bait, and that is actually going to be in my this month's mystery tackle box, guys. I do have a subscription to Mystery Tackle Box. I'm not sponsored, so I'm not going to plug them in the channel. This is the Mystery Tackle Box. This is in the Mystery Tackle Box. This does come with a bunch of baits, but like I said, guys, this is going to be perfect for that fall time, throwing it around brush cover, throwing it around the rock edges. Mainly, honestly, you can throw this out into the middle of the lake too, especially for around that fall when the bass are just coming up and it's starting to get cooler and they're starting to get more active and move and fatten up for the winter. Your fall time, guys, fall and spring are both my favorite time to fish because it's not hotter than hell and it's not terrible. It's just perfect. The next lure I like to throw, and this is going to be universal, throw this winter, fall, spring, summer, whenever, and that is going to be your traditional spinner bait. This is going to work anywhere. It's going to have the skirt on it right here, and it's just going to work anywhere you throw it. I mean, this is my go-to bait other than one of the Googan Bait Slim Shakes, which I'm not putting this one in the video because it's not something that I personally throw in the fall. The bass are starting to get more active, and I mean, you could probably throw it and catch big fish, but I personally don't throw it in the fall. This is what I'm recommending that you guys throw if you guys want to go out and catch some big ins this fall. Our next bait is going to be a Booyah lipless crankbait. This one is going to have a little bit of a rattle. It's going to be your Booyah. I also received this in the mystery tackle box. This is going... Oop, yep. Okay. All right, we got it. Anytime in the fall, this will work for you. On my mic. That's on my mic. Okay, I cannot hold this for some reason today. This is really going to work. Honestly, this could work year-round, but it works mainly in the fall and the springtime when that water starts getting cooler and the bass are starting to move. That's basically with every one of my baits that I showed you. It's a moving bait. Bass are going to be active. They're going to be ready to bite, and they're going to hit. Our next lure, our last lure, and our final lure, guys, is going to be this Lucky Craft little square bill. It's very similar to this square bill, but it is a different color, and this is going to be a more natural color that I personally like to throw in the winter. I do have another one of these. This one's all packaged up. It looks like I don't throw these lures, but I do, guys, and I will be throwing them in next videos and future videos, and I will flash them back to this one. Lucky Craft. This is going to be a square bill. I don't know how deep it dives, actually. Okay, I'm assuming this dives about 5 to 10 feet deep. This is going to be perfect for throwing around your rocks. Basically, almost identical as you would this bait. But this bait, it's got the rattle. This one's got the rattle too. This one's going to give you a more natural presentation. And with those moving bass and stuff, it could give you a better hookup ratio. That's why I put this one in this video, because I personally caught fish on that more natural color. We've reached the end of the video, everybody. Thank you guys for coming by. If you guys made it this far, smash that subscribe button down below. Join the B&B fam. Thank you guys for cracking by this video. We're going to finish the video off with a little bit of a tackle tip for the day. Let me know, guys, if we should keep doing these down in the comments down below. A Palomar knot, boys. I know most of you guys know how to do a clinch knot, so we're going to do a Palomar knot. And what you want to do is you want to get quite a bit of slack here. Okay, and then you want to push it back through the eyelid. Like that. Right there. Alright, make sure you give it some slack, and then tie your traditional granny knot here with this. So you're gonna just your traditional overhand knot with all of that, and then what you want to do with your loop here is you want to pull it under it and then pull it tight. There you go. Traditional Palomar knot. Ain't coming loose. Yep, so that'll conclude this whole entire video. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you guys did, once again, hit that subscribe button down below. And what else was I going to say? Thank you, B&B fam, for watching this entire video.